Good afternoon, dear students. As we have finished first midterm exam successfully last week, so first of all, let me congratulate all dear my students for your good cooperation all those days, and also for the first midterm. Still not yet corrected the papers, going to start the corrections, then going to see your performance. I expect the same good support, good involvement, good spirit in the days yet to come also. Okay, dear students, let correct our papers, then we will see the performance and we will tell you how far you are all prepared. Now, therefore, what we completed before this first midterm, I think total lessons we finished, and today we are going to see the new lesson in commerce, 13th chapter, that is marketing, the concept of marketing. As these students, being commerce students, as we are all well aware of that, what is market? Okay, even the common man can say it's a place where the buyers and sellers meet and they can give and get the things, the same things now. But now we are going to see what is given in subject. Okay, just a brief introductions you will see now. So that word market has been derived from Latin word mercatus. இதெல்லாம் ஒன் வேர்ட் ஆன்சரில் வரும், அதனால தான் we begin with these things. That word market, which means mercatus, which means trade or commerce or merchandise or goods. So about all these things, being a commerce students, we studied already in plus one subject point of view what is that, and practical daily life what does it mean all. Okay, ma. So here in syllabus, what some new things, suppose anything given, we are going to see. Okay, ma. So just it's a place, what I just now pointed out, it's a place where the business can be carried on. I mean, the buyer and seller can interact and exchange the goods and services. So that place we can say as market. Even in front of our school, even Pudur market, daily vegetables are buying and selling. They buying and selling. We people are buying, and some other street vendors selling. Particularly Wednesday and Thursday, too much a crowd. Fish market, even Ambattur market, Coimbatore, like that. All over the street, we may know the place wherever the buyers and sellers give and get things. That place we can call it as market. Even subject also the same concept. Okay, then let me see one definition given by Professor Pyle. What he says, it includes both the place and region in which buyers and sellers are in free competition with one another. The seller can fix at any rate. Even the buyer can ask at any rate. They have that freeness to ask, to fix. Okay. See that another one definition also given. It's a center or an area in which forces leading to exchange the title to a particular product operate and towards which the actual goods tend to travel. Yes. In simple, what we can say as the exchange place of goods and services, what you call market. Okay, man. So what we are able to get from these definitions about the market, let us see one by one. So it's a place where buying and selling take place. We believe it or not, there's no confined place, only this area, only this district, only particular area. Wherever it may be residential area at least it may be bus stand it may be railway station or it may be particular place like that. Okay ma. Then and there both buyers and sellers freely they can ask and exchange the goods and services, so that it's an organization through which the exchange of goods main ultimate the event is the exchange of goods passed from the seller to the buyer, and these things carried on with a view to what? To satisfy our wants and needs, to fulfill our daily needs and requirements. So to fulfill our needs and demands, what we can get some idea about this term market from those definitions. Then next thing, what's the need of that market, necessity of that market? Just think over ஒரு 2 months முன்னாடி ஈவன் ஏப்ரல் மே வரைக்கும் நம்ம எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டோம். நோ மார்க்கெட், நோ ஷாப்ஸ், only with the vehicle only they brought the things to the street. How far we all struggled to get the things. So it's a must one we can say now. Then only we can lead our life, daily life happily. So if the market closed means just think over. These are all we come across. For the past or 1 year we come across all those difficulties in personal life. So that much very very important, the market. So the goods can be bought and sold, exchanged. And the price of the goods can be determined based on the demand and supply. See, as we study in economics, if the demand is more, the price definitely will be more. If the demand is less, the price will be less, suppose. So, and if supply is more, the price may be less. If the supply is less, the price will be more. So based on the demand and supply percent, the price of the things can be decided there. Only with the presence of market we are able to get all the things whatever we want, we are able to consume and we are able to run our family business so happily. Then next one, to introduce new modes of life. Yes, see for example, because of this dangerous virus situations throughout the world, not able to open schools and colleges. What we are doing now, this is the new version of teaching the subjects nowadays through online. See, like that new lifestyle can be introduced only in the market. To develop more product by engaging only in the market, we can bring the new commodities and we can extend our business operations. Whatever we are doing, if we keep within our company itself, within our factory itself, what's the use? That the things so called produced brought to the market place where the needs and requirements of the customers can be fulfilled. That's why the market is very very important. Okay, it's quite natural. Okay, do you understand? Now next subunit what we are going to see is the classification of market. Okay ma. So here everything for our own convenience, there is no strict rules and regulations here. Just for our namesake, we are dividing the market on certain basis, on the basis of area, on the basis of goods, on the basis of economic view, transaction, regulation, time, volume. These are all for our own convenience. We can classify the different types of market. See below it one chart given. Yes, it's not in mind ma. See the chart there, one big chart. This much only we can zoom. Then see the market ma. Generally the market can be classified on those basis of area, on the basis of goods, on the basis of economics, on the basis of transactions. Again all those things subdivided into three types on the basis of family, local, national, world, commodity, produce and manufactured, bullion, capital, money, foreign stock, perfect, imperfect, spot, time. Again another subdivisions on the basis of regulation, regulated market, unregulated, very short period, long period market, wholesale market, retail market, primary market, secondary market and tertiary market. Okay, these are all some different types of market. See the picture ma, the diagram shows different classification of market. About that only now one by one we are going to see. Okay, let me see one by one. Let me teach this one now. Take for example one based on geographical place area, the market can be classified into family market, local market, national market, and world market, international level. Just one by one we will see now. Family market. That's what earlier times, or 500,000 years back, all the goods they produced by the family. What purpose, ma? For others, other people, other countries people, ma? No. For others needs, ma? No. For their own family members, they produce the goods and they exchange the goods. Those system, what we can call it as barter system. Yes. Among the family members, what they produce, they can give and get and satisfy their life, and they exchange the goods like that. That market, what we can call it as family market. Second, local market. Here, one particular place, for example, Ambatturne vechukome. So, from Red Hills area, or that from Avadi area, from in and around this area, particular area, they may come to that particular place. That village in Solrama. There they can buy and sell the things. Okay, more or less all the vegetable items, fruits items, and perishable natures. Within 1 or 2 days we have to consume those items. That type of items can be bought and sold. These are all things we can see in front of our place itself. That is what you call local market. The next one. National market. See the pictures all given. Flower market, goat market, cattle market, horse market, all given. Okay. Next, national market. Here, maybe throughout the country, the goods can be bought and sold with the help of, as we know very well, the modern transport techniques, facilities. All over the country, goods can be transferred from one corner to another corner, from one state to another state. Okay, man. Throughout the nation, throughout the country, the goods can be bought and sold. The next one, international market and world market. So, like that now, the buying and selling of goods and services between and among the world countries, beyond our India, between India and America, India and Japan, India and Russia, something like that, the international market. Okay, then next, on the basis of goods, I mean commodity. This is a commodity market. Commodity market here only the goods what they produced, maybe the capital goods are consumer goods are, those goods are bought and sold in this commodity market. That commodity market can be again classified into produce exchange market, manufacturer goods market, bullion market. Produce exchange goods. Here in this type of market, mainly the agricultural product or some other product, the large scale business can be carried on, large scale level, not retail level or small amount of goods. Huge amount of goods can be bought and sold. But here they may follow certain rules. Within that rules they have to obey. For example, wheat exchange market of Hapur, the cotton exchange market of Bombay. So in these particular places, particular areas, only these things can be bought and sold in wholesale level. Okay, and certain rules what they frame, they have to obey and follow. Then this is what you call produce exchange market. Then manufactured goods market. What they produced, they used to bring the things to the market. For example, leather goods, manufacturer machinery, leather exchange market at Kanpur. In these places, only these type of things bought and sold. Next, bullion market. This, as you know very well, where the gold ornaments, diamond, silver, all those things bought and sold. For example, bullion market of Mumbai, Kolkata, Kanpur, like that. Then next, capital market. As we studied in the 4th and 5th, 6th chapter earlier, where money can be borrowed and given. Okay, ma? Even for short time, very short time, long period also. Various documents, securities issued and bought and sold in this type of capital market. That market can be classified into one money market. Yes, here only a short time period, within a year, the amount to borrowed and settled. This is to run the business for individual as well as company, all the financial companies and the government also giving and getting this type of financial help. Then foreign exchange market. This is, as we know very well, where we are doing export and import business. That money what we are getting from foreign country, that directly we cannot use it. That foreign currency can be converted to Indian currency. So these places that converting of foreign currencies into local Indian currency, that type of things can be bought and sold. The stock market. This also we studied already in the 7th and 8th chapter as the place where some financial securities, shares and debentures are issued and bought and sold. Okay, ma? For example, stock exchange of Mumbai, Calcutta, all those things we studied already. Then, on the basis of economics, the market can be classified into perfect market and imperfect market. Perfect market, no, there will be too many numbers of buyers and sellers, too much crowd of both buyers and sellers. Price may be more or less in all the places same down. And here both the buyers and sellers, they have already some basic knowledge. Suppose இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு சிஸ்டம் வாங்க போறோம்னு வெச்சுங்களேன், ஸோ நம்மளுக்கு அதை பற்றி தெரியும், அந்த ஷாப் ஓனர்ஸ் அந்த பர்டிகுலர் டீலர்ஸ் அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும், more or less well aware of that, both buyers and sellers, so that no one can cheat another. Okay, and also easily they can transfer the goods from that place to any places. More or less similar type of goods may be bought and sold in these places. This is what you call perfect market. And quite opposite of that one is what you call imperfect market. Where is that one? Imperfect market. Imperfect market, na? Just quite opposite of that one. Only a few sellers, few buyers, and products are similar but not identical. Price they may sometimes varied, and there is no such free movement of goods and services. These are all imperfect market. Then on the basis of transaction, smart market, future market. Spot market, na, immediately the settlement will be over and the price will be paid off and received and the goods can be exchanged to the buyer. Future market later the settlement will be taken place after 1 or 2 months, like that. Then based on regulation, regulated market. Here certain rules that to be followed, and these markets organized by certain organizations. For example, stock exchange of Mumbai, Calcutta. Then unregulated market. Yes, here they too also giving and getting paise, money, loan and everything, but there is no such rules and regulations. They have their own rules and regulations. They won't come under any norms. This type of, based on the demand and supply, the price of the goods can be determined there. Then on the basis of time, very short period market. Very short period market means more or less within a day, 1 day, for example, and the goods, particularly vegetable item, fruits, cool drinks item, these are all can be bought and sold. Okay, on the basis of the demand, the price can be fixed there. Short period market, another one. See, various village market, city market, local market, retail market, all given. Short period market means here also for certain period, maybe 1 year, amount can be borrowed and given and goods can be bought and sold, everything. Long period market means more than 5 years, 6 years. Okay, particularly all capital goods, durable goods, and service also for long period may be given. Then based on volume of business, I mean wholesale market, as we know very well, wholesale market, lump sum amount of goods bought and sold straight away from the producer. And the retail market, little amount of goods bought and directly is going to sell to the customers. Then on the basis of importance, that is primary market. Very first time the goods can be bought and sold freshly. Okay, ma. So more or less fresh things first time they are buying and selling. And as we know, secondary market means the second hand goods, semi finished goods bought and sold. Okay, ba. And terminal market. Here in the particular area, the final all the assembled products brought to the particular place, and finally the product can be converted to finished one, and then that goods can be bought and sold in this market. Okay, ba. So these are the what you call various types of market, ma. So after learning this, watching this video, you just do one thing. See that the classification of market. See it, yes, this classification of market. You write on test the chart alone at least, and take photo and send to me. Okay, with that I would like to finish this video. The rest of this going to see in the next video. Okay, see you, bye.